Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, please like, subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you're a return subscriber, welcome. It's nice to have you back. So today's tutorial is for beginners and for those who already sew but they really don't know how to read their measuring tape. Before we proceed, I want you to know there are two sides to a measuring tape. This side is the imperial side, which displays the measurements in inches, and we have the other side, which is the metric side, which displays measurements in centimeters. At Style by Bibidi here, this is how we take our measurements and this is how we calculate our measurements. We use the imperial side, which is the inches measurements. So the total calibration here is 8. So we're going to start with 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, which is considered half an inch, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, and 8/8, which gives us 1 inch. So here we have 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, which is considered half an inch, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, and 8/8, which is 1 inch. And you continue the process all the way down. So here is 0. We do not count that line. I'll be showing you how to convert your fraction to decimal and your decimal to fraction. So here we have 1/8. To get the decimal, it's quite simple. Just divide 1 divided by 8, you will get the decimal, like so. 1 divided by 8, 0.125. So you keep repeating the same process up until you get to 1 inch. You can take a screenshot of this so you don't forget. Here we do have the fraction, like I mentioned here earlier, that we have 1/8 to 8. So this is the fraction. Sometimes your measurement falls in between the fraction. For example, you're taking a client's measurement and it's 8 inch, and the calibration, it just falls under 1 or 2 of this calibration. You should be able to read it by saying, oh, it is 8/8, and if it falls here, it is 8/8. Now that you know how to convert from fraction to decimal, I will also show you the example here on how to convert your fraction to decimal and decimal back to fraction, and how to use it on your measuring tape. Now we have our fraction here on our decimal. For example, you have a measurement for the center front 15/6/8, and for the center back you have 16/5/8. How do we convert this fraction to decimal so we can use it? Now we're converting these numbers to decimal so that our calculator can accurately calculate it for us. So now we'll say 15, what is 6/8 on the fraction side? 6/8 here is 0.75. So you take 0.75 in decimal and you bring it here. You get rid of the 0 and you say 15.75. And then your center back is 16/5/8. So you take the 16, you bring it down here. What is 5/8 on your decimal side? So you check here, 5/8 is 0.625. You get rid of the 0, you bring the 625 here. Then you add these numbers together. You have 32.375. Now we have the decimal here. Let's convert this decimal to fraction. So you keep the 32, which is here, and then what is 375 in fraction? So you check the decimal section, which is 0.375. What is it in fraction? And then you say 3/8. So you bring the 32 right here and you have 3/8, now you're back to fraction. Now, how do you measure this fraction on your, how do you use this number on your measuring tape? So you take your measuring tape in circumference, you're measuring a client or you're measuring yourself in circumference. Sometimes your measurement falls in between the calibration here. So you go 32 and then you count 1, 2, 3, that is 32 3/8. This is how you get your measurement. Now that you know how to read your measuring tape and also how to convert from fraction to decimal and decimal back to fraction, and also how to take the measurement and transfer it back to your measuring tape, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I also encourage you to share this video. Thank you and bye-bye.